Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. It's official. It's Wednesday night. Frank is pissed. Why? Because we have just been talking to ourselves for the last 5 minutes. That's right, another Select a Brew screw up. But anything happened when you're live. So Frank, take two. We're live. Give it to us, baby.
And here we go again for another edition of the AEW Dynamite review. And yes, my name is Frank Jofel, and up top we got the deluxe package, Alex, the Elite, and to my left, the biggest idiot in this room. He is Selecta, and everybody do it with me. Selecta, boo!
Bring it on, baby. Bring it on. Bring it on. I'll take the heat. I love the heat because I bring the fire. And no matter what you do, no matter how much you boo, Select a Brew will not retire. Because this is the Jofo podcast, the Jofo in the Ring podcast here on the Jofo TV network.
Jofo TV network. Changes every week.
Stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, as you heard in the intro, we kind of kicked off the show 5 minutes ago talking to ourselves because, yes, I fucked up again. I fucked up. I need, you know what? I need that crowd chant here on the on the hard
boo chant. You need a
you
boo.
You fucked up.
Everybody, boo.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. So let's kick it off as we always do. Again, as so we're not gonna be robotic here and just we'll recap here. We're gonna kick off the show as we do every week. We always go segment by segment. We kicked off the first segment here with Brody King, Darby Allin, and I never got a chance, I said, to see Brody King on a good one-on-one match to really get a feel of what he has. He's always been cluttered into multi-man matches. Alex, you said earlier that he had a match against Moxley.
Moxley on Dynamite. I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I lose track. So much shit goes on Dynamite.
I you know what it is.
We were here. We reviewed it. I swear.
I
swear we reviewed that.
I know we reviewed it because I am here every week. Okay. I'm here every week. I run. Me and Alex are here. Okay. But to your point, Alex, Darby Allin is just a great fit, a great matchup for opponent for Brody King's style. That I guess this is why this match stood out to me as the putting him on the map and really setting the person and the character of who is Brody King. And so, what stuck out to you in this match, Alex? And
just to recap what we said off air.
Yeah. Go run it down, like for everyone listening and shit like that.
Yeah, so I enjoyed Brody King's offense. It just looked amazing against Darby Allin. Like, no kidding. Look at Darby Allin compared to Brody King. Like, it was a no-brainer that he was going to throw him around, and he just ragdolled him everywhere. Even, like, the little glimpse of offense that Darby Allin did looked really good against him. Like, he did the dive that he normally does, the tope con hilo through the bottom rope. Just looked great against Brody King. But I love that, like, Brody pretty much squashed him for the most part, except for those few minor comebacks. And we talked about his finisher. Just looked amazing. Like, he just destroyed Darby Allin.
I would have been fucking pissed. I would have been pissed if Darby Allin would have came out on top on that match because to me, the way it started, it was just a complete beating. And another thing too with fucking Sting. Like, if you're gonna this is going back to Kyle's AEW reviews back in the day. Sting, if you're going to help a friend that's getting beat up, like let's say down the street, Alex, you see Claudio getting beat up. Are you going to walk to Claudio and try to help him? Or are you going to run and try to help your friend? So to me...
If I'm 65 years old or 64 or whatever...
Then you shouldn't be on TV then if you can't run if you're 65 years old. So Sting, if you're going to help your friends... I think a little bit of enthusiasm, a little bit of a little bit of quickness would help out with your friend. So what I'm trying to get to is, I think it's done with this whole Sting and Darby Allin thing. I think Sting is going to be getting to be fed up with always protecting Darby Allin and turning heel on Darby Allin, going with the House of Black. That's my prediction. You heard it here first. But that's it's. I'm getting fed up with this fucking cheap pop shit. You know what I mean? William Regal always coming out with Wheeler Yuta to get that pop. There's Christian to get the pop for the Jungle Express, whoever the fuck they were. And then you have Sting coming out with Darby Allin every time. Let these guys flourish to themselves. You know what I mean? Jermaine Dupri coming out with Jade Cargill. Who else is going to come out? Like, I don't get it. Make these wrestlers shine on themselves. That's it.
So fresh, man. So deaf. I mean, so deaf, man. Jermaine Dupri.
I hope we don't get a Sting.
When's the last time you heard anything about Jermaine Dupri?
You know what?
Who the fuck
it's
is
funny.
Kevin Gates?
It's funny you say
Who
that.
are these people?
It's funny you say that. Me and A to the Tracks just yesterday were listening. Welcome to Atlanta.
Okay, welcome to Atlanta.
Jermaine
That's when I was
Dupri
in fucking high
featuring
school. It was
Ludacris.
22 years ago. I
Hey.
knew Jermaine Dupri. The last fucking year and a half, 2 years. What song is he sang?
Hey.
What song is he rapped?
Don't hate the player.
Give me a fucking break,
He's
man.
more of a producer,
This
by the
fucking
way.
show is pissing me
More of a
off
producer.
more and more every fucking week. I don't even want to watch anymore.
And we're gonna
I
get
don't even
into
want
it.
to watch anymore.
We'll get into it segment by segment as we do every week here on the AEW.
The excitement.
The excitement. We're gonna see what other segments Frank loved.
Considering that fucking that Alex said it's going downhill from here, I cannot wait to hear what you have to fucking say about the rest of this fucking this show, which you said was probably the best shows you've ever watched.
I did not say that.
No, you said that.
No, I did not say that. I said I actually enjoyed
there you go.
most of this night more than I thought.
Even worse.
That's what I said. I didn't say it was the best.
Wow, you just did.
You know what? Now I'm gonna say it's one of the best Dynamites I've ever seen. Probably one of the best televised wrestling events ever tonight. So, in case people don't know, because
Shark Week
Frank jumped to the end here. Sick Gonzo bomb and also we said we're gonna try and find out what that move was that Darby Allin did, the submission where he's holding the guy's arms behind his back. Really found that one cool. And Sting did come out to slowly came out to save Darby Allin because he was getting the post-match beatdown. And then what happens? Lights off for a little bit of time.
Your favorite segment.
Claudio's favorite segment.
No, your favorite segment. Yeah. You love when the lights go off in AEW.
Check the tape.
Because anything can happen.
Anything
can happen.
Check the tape. I've clearly been a non-fan of the lights on, lights off.
No, you are a fan.
You can check the tape here because our whole channel, every single week we're here, AEW Dynamite reviews. However, get back to it. Lights off, lights on. We get the face-to-face. Malachi Black, Sting. You think they're going to go at it, then boom, Sting gets hit from the behind.
I would have loved this match maybe 10 years ago, maybe.
Sting gets
not when the guy's 65 years old and it takes him 20 minutes to fucking get to the fucking ring.
Can I finish this segment?
Fuck.
Don Cherry.
Fuck.
He gets held from behind Brody King, and boom, Malachi this time gets a good misting on Sting here. Full face of that black, disgusting spit, and Sting's misted. What's going to happen next? We don't know. And boom, hit the music, coming out looking like $1 million, looking like a badass. Something weird with his sunglasses, though, or was it the way the camera? Is it just me? Miro.
Maybe he's been watching Jeremy Prophet
anyone notice
videos.
that?
He wants to wear glasses now when he comes out. I don't know. Maybe that's the thing. Miro with glasses now.
First, the Redeemer.
Oh, the Redeemer. Sorry.
Yeah.
Beast.
I call him,
Looks like a beast. I hope we're going to start seeing him more here on Dynamite in a prominent role. And, Alex, what's your take on this? First of all, what's your reaction? What's your take on what's going to happen here with Miro and House of Black?
Well, I think this is where, to me, the show started to take a turn for the worse.
Really?
Which was right after the first match, by the way. Continue.
Exactly. Yeah. The match was fine. Even the beatdown with Sting, with Malachi Black and Brody King beating up Sting, and then doing the Black Mist, whatever, or was it Green Mist? I couldn't tell. That was fine. Well, I guess, but they couldn't really tell. But to me, it should have ended there. It feels like they did too much. They're throwing everything against the wall. Miro should not have come out this week. You could have extended it another week or another show. Exactly. You're throwing too much shit at the wall. The story ended there. Sting got misted, right? And we've seen in the past exception of Pac, but we saw what happened to Julia Hart when she got missed, the mist in the face. So, to Frank's point, is Sting going to turn heel? Is something going to happen? I hope not. I really hope not.
I think he will.
But I think we're gonna get a 6-man tag eventually because Sting cannot do singles matches.
A classic
6-man tag team
six-man
match.
tag.
We have to.
When in doubt, put together a
That's
6-man
it.
tag.
Get
Is
that 6-man tag out.
That's the best way to use Sting. Like he should not be in singles matches.
No,
like,
no,
if,
and
if
I
he is, that's
really
the problem.
hope that he's not gonna have a match with Malachi Black. I hope it's just a tease. Because if it's a tease, it's a good tease.
In a tag match, I
in
guess.
a tag match, yes. But
You know
one
what, though?
on one, I don't think so.
You know what though?
Sting. I don't think so.
Sting, maybe like to your
Sting!
point. It's Sting. Sting actually maybe
Fucking
going
Shalani.
heel so he doesn't have to wrestle and just maybe talk and be like a leader of a dark
Doesn't
group
even
could
talk.
actually be.
Doesn't talk. Takes him half an hour to get to the fucking ring.
But
Stay in the
that's
back.
why when you're a
Stay
heel
home.
bad guy, you move slow. It's part of your
I
thing,
understand
right?
when
It's
they pay you
dark.
$1.5 million to do fucking dick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay, yeah, no problem. I'll come out and fucking do
Hey,
what
he
you
worked
want me
hard to
do.
be able to get to this point in his life,
worked
man.
Worked hard already.
He worked at wrestling when wrestling was making no money. So you got hate him or love him. You gotta give props to Sting. Still being there, still doing what he's doing.
Okay, WCW Mark.
Yeah. You and me both, Bruno.
Because we know
You and me both.
wrestling.
Yeah, but
Sting.
you know what? I don't
Because-
want to see fucking Sting wrestle.
You know why? Because
I don't want to see Sting wrestle.
we are too sweet and
Oh God.
Too elite.
there you go.
Fucking sleep at night, man.
Throw him up.
How do you sleep, man?
You know it. You know it. Someone here new to me, who we'll talk about a bit later on, but we got a little quick promo to introduce us to Cole Karter, who said I
Jesus.
think one word, not even a word, and Ricky Starks interrupts, does a classic Ricky Starks. Just he's gonna be a star. He's gonna be a star.
I'd rather have seen a video package.
I feel that their version of video package is recording these promos the afternoon of and just throwing them up into the middle of the mix. Like these are all pre-records,
Yeah.
right? It's
Weird.
like
That's weird.
less editing.
That was a waste.
It's so
You
bad,
should not have
man.
been on Dynamite.
Like, how many
Because Cole
takes-
Karter.
Yeah.
How many takes did it take him to do that promo?
Who? First of all, who is Cole Karter?
Exactly. So give me a fucking video
He's-
package of the guy instead.
He was just released from NXT. That's why he was 2 dimes
That's why he's there.
with
That's why
I forgot his
he's
name.
there.
Troy something. Troy Donovan. That's it. Troy Donovan
exactly.
2 dimes with the Tony D'Angelo in NXT.
God, man, this is the state of.
I mean, but he was in
professional
AEW before though. He was in AEW
God.
on Dark like
wrestling.
last year.
Was he running
so
promos on AEW Dark? So
I don't
why the
think so.
fuck is he running a promo now? You know what I mean?
He should have not been on
Come
Dynamite. It was just to capitalize
No,
because he
give
got
me a
released.
fucking
Now he's on
20-second
Dynamite.
promo of the guy. That's it.
Yeah.
Of a fucking video
Or
package.
not even.
Because they don't have
Put him on
anything.
Dynamite. Put
They
him
don't
on
have
Dark
anything. They have
first,
what?
yeah.
2 matches of him catching a beating on Dark? That's what they have. That's why they had to give him the mic? Come on, man. Do better, AEW. Please, man. Please. Fuck.
Well, you know what? Let's see if they did better here because
So bad.
again, another match I kind of going in, of course, had Moxley, so I obviously had a bad taste in my mouth going in. We have the best friends versus Wheeler Yuta and John Moxley. But wait, I liked this match. I liked the story. I liked the ring psychology here of what was going on. The whole
Tell me what
best
the ring
friends.
psychology
Like
was. Tell me what it was.
it was because they're both kind of like
Explain
faces,
to me like
and
I'm a
then
fucking
you
idiot.
saw the like that good exchange at the beginning with Trent and Moxley.
Which had to
Then
do with
Moxley
what,
comes
some kind
out.
of
Yuta comes
psychology?
in. I'm gonna continue.
Okay.
Yuta comes in, and Chuck Taylor comes in now. Like, and they put over that Chuck Taylor was the one who like whatever showed Yuta into AEW, whatever. That kind of showed him some shit. They do a good exchange. Gets a bit physical. And then I forget what happens, but then Trent comes back in. Yuta's still in. And now the physicality's picking up to the point where Trent's like fucking going off on him. And Chuck Taylor comes in and holds Trent back because kind of like, yo, calm the fuck down a little bit, you know? And then Yuta uses that to his advantage. And then that pisses off Chuck Taylor too. And now the best friends kind of get that heel heat going on where they're now like being a little more pissed off, a little more aggressive. And that's pretty much like how, like, because I'm like a classic 2 good guys, but then you saw the story happen there. Like, he was trying to be the better guy, Chuck Taylor. Yuta took advantage, so they got pissed off now, and you see them getting a little more aggressive. And there were some hard shots in this match. Like, there's a couple of times, like, fucking Moxley smashed Trent in the face, like, fucking hard, man. And he just took it. Trent is a great wrestler, too. Like, I feel... I wonder if he is ever going to get his own push or if he's stuck in that category. But I love every time he's in the ring. And that's what I have to say. But that's the story I saw build in this match. And like I said, a good amount of Moxley, some good exchanges, and that's I liked it. And also note the only thing I didn't like was the commentary was just all over the place. Like you couldn't hear what the fuck William Regal was saying. You don't even really know what Orange Cassidy's voice sounds like. So he said a word here and there, like legend or something, when he was talking about Chuck Taylor, but you never really knew when he was talking. I don't know. I found the commentary was a mess during this match.
Not talk, period.
Yeah, either way. So regarding the ring psychology and the match psychology, that's my little take on that. I'll go to you first because I know you're just bottled up and you want to unleash on me before we go to Alex. What's your take on this match? Oh, there you got it. That's Frank. A large sigh.
Yeah.
Alex, what's your take on this match?
I enjoyed the in-ring action. I thought we're just looking at the match itself was very good. I agree that the story that was the story of the match. The only thing I would have liked is that if they teased that prior to the match, instead of having the best friends kind of play the heel role or turn heel during the match. Well, not really turn heel, but you know what I mean, like act like dicks during the match.
2 weeks in a row they do that, and I'm kind of interested. I'd like them to turn heel, actually.
Yeah, because that's it. Like last week we had the tease where like he came out with a chainsaw. It was like a joke. At least this week it was more serious. But I feel that especially given the backstory with Yuta and the best friends, you could have done promos on it. Some backstage promos, like a little video package about it.
A video package?
Going in,
yeah.
God forbid, right?
See how many times we say
a
video
30-second clip.
At least.
30-second
but
clip.
To their defense, if you only watch Dynamite every week, which is pretty much the show that I watch beginning to end, you kind of saw this story develop, and you kind of, you know what I mean, know a bit. Like you kind of could know the characters, you kind of know their history a bit, just through watching Dynamite. So I'll give them benefit of the doubt on that regards. That if you're
the only thing though is that there was a little bit of a break because of Blood and Guts. We kind of stepped away from that with Yuta. So I feel like in order to get it back, instead of like when they announced this match randomly, I'm like, shit, they could have just built to it a bit because I thought it was going to be a good match on paper, and it was, as we saw. But I felt like they could have just done a little bit more because on paper it's just like two face teams against each other, and
but
that's the one thing.
But at least they solved that.
Yeah.
They solved that mid-match, which I liked. I enjoy.
Sure.
I'm like, at least they figured it out. That's good on all of them, whoever orchestrated that match.
Yeah.
On paper, a good match. I want to know what your thoughts are. If you're hyped for this one, Claudio versus Gresham at the Ring of Honor.
I think it's too rushed. You know what? It's just like giving Samoa Joe the TV title. It was rushed. Like and deep down, I would love for these guys to be world champions of AEW or Ring of Honor, television champions, whatever the case may be. But if you just come in, no storyline, give the guy the belt, you know what I mean? Like there's no build-up or anything. The build-up started last week, and there wasn't even kind of a build-up to Claudio coming in and challenging Gresham for the title.
It was more on Rampage that they kind of built this, I think.
Because initially it was supposed to be Lee Moriarty versus Gresham at the pay-per-view. So what? Maybe they saw, Claudio's like, I want to. Maybe we need Claudio to get a title here. We need to put a title on an ex-WWE guy like they've been doing with Swerve Scott and fucking Keith Lee. So now they have to put another one.
But Claudio's an ROH guy though. Like
I understand, but to the untrained eye, he's a WWE guy. He's WWE guy before Ring of Honor. He was in Ring of Honor before WWE. He went Ring of Honor, WWE, and now he's back with AEW / Ring of Honor. So in technical terms, he's an ex-WWE guy. I know a lot of these guys have fought in Ring of Honor, yes, but the thing is, I feel like it's rushed. It's this weekend. It's this Saturday. So Claudio's going to win. Obviously he's going to win the match. Obviously he's going to become the Ring of Honor champion. Then what? He walks around and he does promos that nobody understands and nobody gets behind. And I understand his wrestling is top. He is the pound for pound best wrestler in the world. But if you don't know how to use him, then it's a fault on you after. I'm just saying it's too rushed. It's too rushed. I find the Serena Deeb and Mercedes Martinez match has more of a story and more story behind it than this match. Then even the Samoa Joe, and even he hasn't even been there. At least they've been talking about him, and Jay Leto's been pumping it up. This one, okay, you know what I mean? Like, as Claudio becoming the world champion, are you happy that he's become? There's no. It's like Taz giving the belt to fucking Brian Cage. You know what I mean? It's the same fucking thing. If there's a story behind it, get behind it, get excited. Yes, he did it. I can't believe it. No, he just had a match. That's it. There's no payoff. That's me. I love that payoff. I want that payoff at the end. But this match that's happening this Saturday when Claudio does win, congratulations, Claudio. You're going to become the new Ring of Honor champion. But to me, there's no payoff. So you might as well just call him the interim Ring of Honor champion.
Well,
don't mention that. Interim.
One thing.
The only thing.
Yeah, go ahead. Only thing.
No, I was just gonna say that what I don't like is that Gresham just turned heel, and if he's gonna lose the title, it's a waste of a heel turn. So there is that. It's like a little too soon to like put it this way. Claudio, he doesn't need to be world champion. If he does become world champion, great. But
he doesn't.
Gresham has been calling out like all the ROH, like the best wrestlers, like
one of all the other guys from Impact come
Mojo,
down.
CM Punk.
Yeah,
but he's been calling
PCO,
them out.
Taven, Bennett. One of all these guys come down.
I'm
sure they're going to show up on Saturday. Mark my words. Mark my words. The guys from Impact are going to show up this Saturday on Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor.
Well, one of them is, though. Vincent is from Honor No More.
Well, if one of them is, the whole group is going to be there. So guarantee you're going to see PCO there. Guarantee.
Who knows?
You're not.
Would be cool.
We'll see.
You're not thinking about something in the that Claudio may not be prepared for, and that's
stand up.
That's the I'm talking about Claudio Castagnoli. He's now being managed by Tully Blanchard, and he's part of TBE, and the new arrival Khan may be a factor in this matchup.
Well, you know what?
They could make Claudio
very disappointed
lose.
to see that they're not on the card. I would have loved to see Gates of Agony on the card. You do that whole big debut for them and everything. Jonathan Gray. I'm sure they're going to be at ringside for that title match. But now you don't have Toa Leon. You don't have Khan on the card as a tag team, and then you also don't have Brian Cage. They're all going to be on the outside. Fine, okay, I understand, but they could have been. I would have loved to see a Brian Cage match. When was the last time you seen a fucking Brian Cage match? The last Ring of Honor pay-per-view.
Yeah,
come on.
Well, maybe they'll put them on the 0 hour. They still have a few pre-show matches.
That's all. I hope so. But that's just okay. You know what? You want to wrestle tonight? Okay, put them on. There's no fucking hook, line, and sinker here in AEW lately, man. It's weird. It's weird. The wrestling is great. There's a lot of great matches on AEW. Don't get me wrong, but I need that fucking hook. I need that fucking payoff.
Hook,
like the fucking.
Don't mention Hook. Shit.
Mention Hook. I'm not talking about Hook.
You
I'm
just
talking
saying
about
he's
the
Hook.
I know. Yeah.
Slap him around.
Well, one thing that we know we're all due for. It's been a long time,
to slap you up.
Being a Rangers fan that you are, you haven't had a good championship celebration in a long time. Yeah. You haven't had, but tonight we got to watch Swerve Strickland and Keith Lee, Swerve in Our Glory, celebrate their tag team championship here live on air. Cake, champagne,
talk
and
like
all.
Keith Lee, so to make it more enjoyable.
I don't even know how to.
You could talk like this, and then I am limitless.
Yeah, I don't know how long that's gonna last.
Well, it's been lasting a long time. He was doing it in WWE, now he's doing it in AEW, so I don't think it's going anywhere.
I think it might.
He knows how to fucking talk, the guy.
What?
This is the only way he knows how to talk.
Well, we'll see how it goes, but
He talks like that in real life. Hey, how are you? How is it going?
Well, they didn't make him talk too much tonight
Thank
because
God.
this
Yeah,
was
doesn't
more
say
about
much, so-
this is more about the music mogul himself,
yeah.
Swerve Strickland here.
Oh yeah.
Because he's got his boys
That's
at
the new,
ringside.
that's his new gimmick. Is he
Kevin
actually
Gates.
a rapper? Is he actually a fucking hip hop mogul?
He is.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't
What song?
know
What
about a
song?
hip hop mogul.
Oh, I have to go to Spotify and download a song right
Well,
away because I've never heard him sing nothing.
Is
And
Adam
even
Cole
then-
actually a wrestler,
and then-
or
yeah,
Adam
he
Cole
is.
actually
Kevin
beat somebody
Gates.
up? An
Who the
athlete.
fuck is Kevin Gates? Kevin Gates.
He-
Hip hop mogul. Okay. I believe you. I believe you.
Kevin Gates. We'll have to look up some Kevin Gates music.
Well, now the fucking.
But someone that's not a fan of Swerve Strickland, the music mogul, Smart Mark,
All right.
who is
Smart guy.
almost done getting his petition signed here to have the people against Swerve petition here to have
I don't
him
know where
out.
this stupidity is going with this whole fucking list and the putting down names and stuff because it doesn't seem like he has a tag team partner. What is he gonna go? So smart Mark Sterling and Tony Nese are gonna go for the tag team titles now. That's his tag team partner.
No, this
At
was
least bring in
Hope
somebody to be a tag team with them so they
Yeah.
could go for the titles. No, at least there's a payoff.
This is
You know
like
what I mean?
this
No,
is like
they-
promoting
just
Shark.
embarrassing Tony Nese every fucking week. You know what I mean? And in retrospect, the guy could give a beating to every single person in that fucking arena. You know what I mean? Look at the guy. Guy looks like $1 million. He's getting fucking cake and fucking low blows. Like, it doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. And he was complaining that he wasn't getting TV time on NXT or WWE, but he's fucking running around with Smart Mark Sterling. Continue. Fuck. I'd be embarrassed. I'd be embarrassed.
I'll give
embarrassed.
I'll give Smart Mark credit because I kind of laughed with his comment to Kevin Gates when he said I saw him backstage today and I thought it was young Ma, who I do know who that is.
Who the fuck is that? I don't even know who
it's
that is.
It's a girl.
Am I supposed to know who that
It's
is
a
too?
female. It's a female hip hop
But
artist.
are
which
we
is the
supposed to
joke.
know who that is?
Well, the people that know Kevin Gates is obviously know that hip hop.
I don't know who Kevin Gates is.
They're both, I guess, trap artists. She's more young MA's more
Why didn't they
trappish.
instead of that? They
It's just
should-
collaboration with 50 Cent and everything.
Okay,
It's pretty big,
great.
yeah.
But they could have did a little 10-second. Hey, we have Kevin Gates here,
This
hip hop
is-
mogul.
this
Show
is
the
more-
songs that he does,
this
and
is-
then show him there on ringside.
This
No,
is-
we're supposed
this
to know
is,
who fucking Kevin Gates is.
This is more for the after the show credibility to get like tabloids and headlights.
Big
Kevin
deal.
Gates
Oh,
knocks
yeah.
out a
For
wrestler.
the millions of people that were
It's
watching.
the same thing that
Come
same thing
on.
WWE does all the time with celebrities. Like
Yeah.
people are supposed to know who the hell Logan Paul is half the time.
So-
you
and
know?
the people that
a lot
do-
of people know who Logan Paul is.
No, I
it-
know, but
it-
I'm just saying, like,
yeah.
if you don't,
You have
If-
to do the
if-
pop culture
but usually
crossovers.
the people
You have to.
usually the people that are on WWE TV, people know who they are. There's an 85% chance. No, well, tell me one person that you didn't know who it was on TV. before.
You have to take
Machine
we're-
Gun Kelly. I didn't
Wow.
know who he was before WWE.
He was a
example.
singer. He sang before,
Yeah.
right? Exactly.
Sure,
At least
yeah.
they showed you what he did.
Did you know who
before.
Bad Bunny was?
Of course,
Yeah,
I
there
knew
you
No,
who
go.
Bad
you.
Bunny was.
You know what? Liar. Because I
I
remember
knew who Bad Bunny
I was
is.
here when you said, "Who the fuck is
Pull up the
Bad Bunny?"
tape. Pull
I
up the
swear
tape.
on my life.
Pull the tape out. Pull it out.
Whatever.
Just like when you said fucking I was
You're
again,
right.
I was a fucking Cody Rhodes mark. No kidding. Fuck. Yeah. Lie about
No, but
everything.
it's
to
okay.
make me
It's
look
okay to
bad.
use celebrities. Everyone does. Like, it's fine.
But use them in the right way, right? Use it in the right way. You're just spending money for
mean-
these. The guys, you think the guy's actually watching AEW every week? Kevin Gates. I'm a fucking please. Kevin Gates.
Would you prefer having Kevin Gates in a
Would
match
prefer
on
nobody.
the All
Fuck.
Out?
Would have preferred nobody.
Yeah,
Have Logan
fuck.
Paul wrestling at fucking.
I'd rather have
SummerSlam.
Logan
You want-
Paul fucking wrestle. Fuck. The
No
guy's a
way,
good
brother.
fucking wrestler. Yes.
You know what? He was actually.
He is a
was
good
good.
fucking wrestler. Did you watch it?
He was good. He was
Or did
good.
you just
Yes,
see
I did.
highlights?
I-
Okay.
No, I watched it.
He's a better wrestler than Kevin Gates. I'll tell you that. Fuck.
I don't think Kevin Gates is.
And a
getting
lot
there.
of people in
He-
AEW
no,
do.
no.
on
that
top of it.
shot he gave to Tony Nese looked a little stiff, on the jaw. That little right hand, or unless he's really good at. They
Oh,
worked
yeah.
that punch all
He's gonna
afternoon.
be- He's going to be all out now in a match. He's going to be the special guest referee.
Frank, you're a really opinionated man tonight. Let me ask you: Are you a meat man?
Where's this going? Fuck.
Do you know any butchers?
Oh, boy.
It's fucking hot in here. I'm
Do you know any
freezing.
butchers?
Huh?
Do you know any butchers?
Yeah, I do actually know some butchers.
You do, eh? Would
Yeah.
you get your friend that is a butcher a T-shirt that says "Butch" on it?
No, but I would get that's probably copyright infringement. I wouldn't be surprised.
Butch?
Yeah, because there's a wrestler called Butch in WWE. So I'm sure the guys, the attorneys,
Ooh.
the WWE guys are on the phone there last.
I think that's
It's
a
a
term.
name,
Yeah, I think that's like
Ah,
a term
That's
that's
too,
yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
a terrible name, Butch. Let's not pretend it's a good
Oh,
name.
we used to call my friend's ex-girlfriend a Butch because she looked like a Butch.
So nothing. Just like Meat Man, John Silver got the Butcher and the Blade T-shirts. Got Butcher T-shirt
so
that says
stupid.
Butch, and got one for Blade that said Butch by apparently by mistake. They weren't happy about it.
Apparently by mistake.
Beat the crap out of them. Beat the crap out of them, and then they were saved by Hangman Adam Page.
Thank God for
quick,
Hangman, eh?
quick Dark Order Adam Page pre-record here.
And they got nothing for fucking Hangman Adam Page, eh? Poor guy, fuck. Poor guy.
Too
Former
bad,
champion, he's running around. He's better off running around with the 24/7 title there with the. Oh my God, unbelievable. That's another thing too. Then they called a match. Butcher and the Blade versus
I know.
John Silver and Hangman Adam Page. What happened to Alex Reynolds?
I don't know. I say right now I'm staring at my phone and
He
Jericho.
got hurt
got
because
attacked.
Hey,
he
Jericho's
got
on a
attacked, so he got hurt.
bro.
We just gotta assume that, right?
Let's do it. Let's do a live test right now. Jericho's on a retweet a fest right now. Just like 18 retweets in a row. Retweets our show. Say talk about how awesome the Painmaker was tonight on our Dynamite review. See if he retweets us.
I'd rather save it for another one.
He's on a. I'm staring at my phone. I keep seeing it. Jericho retweeted this. Jericho retweeted that.
Good for him, man. I'm actually happy for Chris Jericho. He had a great match. The ending was bad, but we'll talk about that later.
What I do want to talk about, I think maybe right now, one of maybe my favorite wrestler right now. Favorite wrestler, favorite entertainer, favorite performer, Christian Cage right now. Christian Cage with Luchasaurus against the Varsity Blondes after that brutal beatdown last week.
Oh, man.
I loving Christian Cage at this fucking, asshole character. I love this match, the way he let Luchasaurus do all the dirty work. First, he started the match, tagged out right away, didn't do anything. Made Luchasaurus do everything. Then called him for the tag, tagged himself in, went for the tag with a real asshole look. Did the celebration on top of Luchasaurus' shoulders and everything. And this is the only part that I don't know if I was ready for yet. For two reasons. I'm loving this Christian Cage run of being the asshole, but knowing
running away kind of thing.
No, not running. No, not the running away part yet. I'm liking that he's being cocky because he's not threatened yet, and he has Luchasaurus as the meat shield. I like that type of heel character, And I'm liking Luchasaurus. I liked him. I'm watching him come out with the darkness, the fire. I'm like, fuck. He could be
Well, it was fun while it lasted.
A new school Kane type of thing, dark. I like it.
Lasted.
And they win the match. I'm laying this out. Christian Cage, I love him. He's awesome with the pin and everything. And then we get the Jungle Boy music, and fuck, I'm hoping Christian Cage is fucking with us and just laughs at everyone for getting popped for the music. But Jungle Boy comes out.
That would have been better. That actually would have been better than what actually happened.
Yeah. This is where I wasn't ready for yet, is what I'm saying. And so Jungle Boy comes out, walks slowly with the chair, like he's about to walk to get a beat down here. By any means necessary. Face to face with Luchasaurus. Alex, what happens next?
Yeah, I think this is a part where we're all gonna agree, but something too soon happened. Basically, Luchasaurus stepped aside and let Jungle Boy.
Why did he fucking turn heel when he turned heel? Why did he do that 2 weeks ago? Then it was all for nothing, right? Why they could have kept him heel? He should have just walked away. He should have just walked away.
Yeah,
and that's it.
I think
Tony Khan's been watching a bit too much Monday Night Raw. I think.
God.
It would have been nice if they built this feud for at least another month or two.
He turned heel 3 weeks.
And then
3 weeks.
When Jungle Boy finally overcomes everything, finally beats Christian, has that emotional after the match with Luchasaurus, and they get that, on the big match, the end of a big match, the big pop of them reuniting. They're
So we're gonna get a match between Christian and Jungle Boy, right?
Yeah, but
so do you think fucking Luchasaurus is gonna be on whose side?
Well, I hope for some reason he stays with Christian now.
I hope he does too. He should stay.
Yeah.
Because then he looks like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
He looks like a complete big idiot with a mask on.
One way they could have avoided this is just having Jungle Boy outrun Luchasaurus. He could have just ran past him instead of Luchasaurus getting out of the way.
Exactly.
And Luchasaurus tries to clothesline him and he ducks. Holy shit, he could duck a clothesline.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
To avoid that, it's too soon. Yeah.
They rushed this one.
Disappointing.
Yeah. But one
what
thing
we want to see, but not now.
Yeah.
Exactly. One thing
give me a payoff. Fuck. Give me fucking hook me in. Fuck no. You hooked me in for 2 weeks.
Well, one thing that hooked me in that I would like to have seen tonight is the rap battle we're gonna get here between Max Caster and
SmackDown.
I'm still bad at who's who. Is that?
I think it's Austin.
That's Austin. Yeah, Colton's the taller one.
Yeah,
that's Austin Gunn. A Rampage this week. We're getting a rap battle.
Wow.
Hopefully, maybe we'll get a rundown from 8 to the tracks, or maybe even Vegas
got a rap
tracks.
battle. You could have did a rap battle behind the scenes. Videotape it. A minute and a half package.
No,
it has to be on live TV.
Yes, Max.
Yeah,
people in the crowd like when Max Caster freestyles on TV. People love the live Max Caster in-house performance.
Oh, yeah. That's why I watch Professional wrestling every fucking week on TBS or TNT to watch Max Caster fucking rap.
Well,
I watch wrestling, fuck.
Yeah, well, I mean, do you watch Friday Night
SmackDown? Is it all
elite
elite fucking rap battle or is it all elite wrestling? Fuck.
Hey, I'm just saying, everyone, like, both companies have their flaws. I'm just saying, like, SmackDown.
Yeah, but that's WWE,
last
man.
week
You know
had
how
13
they are.
minutes.
You know
they had
how
13 minutes of wrestling on a 2-hour show.
You know how
really?
they are, WWE.
Yes.
That's WWE. They're not going to change for nobody. AEW wants to change. They want to change the business. This is how they change the business, by doing the same stupidity as WWE. No fucking way.
Listen, cut that shit, Frank.
Yeah, cut that shit.
Because this is one thing I could absolutely say that if you put this out there, the people want to see this rap out.
Yeah, maybe on YouTube.
This is one thing people want to see. The people in attendance.
On Twitter.
The people in attendance.
Not on fucking live TV. Oh, it's not live. It's true.
It's actually happening right now, probably. The people are probably seeing it right now live.
Fuck, man. It's enough. It's enough. Wrestle, for the love of God. I love fucking Max Caster. I love the tag team. But Jesus Christ, fuck.
One thing that the people do love to see, and as good old JR, as we welcome him to the announce table, ladies and gentlemen.
For the fourth week in a row. Fourth week in a row. I called it fucking 2 weeks ago. I called it. Fuck. I called it.
You guys are nuts. They used to do that on Raw, too.
It doesn't matter if they do it on. Why do they have to do everything like WWE? Be different. You say you want to be different. Show us you want to be different.
Your favorite wrestler, Adam Cole, does all moves that other wrestlers have done. And that's all he does.
Yeah, and what moves do you fucking do?
That's all he does.
What moves do you do?
First of all, if I were a wrestler, I wouldn't mimic.
I would
you
were a wrestler.
I would try to.
You're not a wrestler. You'll never be a wrestler.
You know what? Challenge accepted. Jeremy Prophet, sign me up.
Yeah, sure.
I'm coming with you to the Nightmare Factory.
You should have went to the Elite Academy.
No, I'm going to the
I could have voted for you.
I
could have spent money on you.
I am going straight to the factory with the Prophet.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Straight to the factory.
Go.
Me and QT is going to show me a few production skills there on the off time.
For sure.
And then I'll be working out with the Prophet there. And then Adam Cole, I'm coming for you. And then Frank.
I'd love to see that.
I know you love to see it. And JR is here. Just in time to catch.
I love JR. But fuck, man. Like, what do you have to do this every fucking week for?
Like, you've got to give the people what they want.
No.
Man. Well, anyways, we don't have to beat a dead horse. Everyone loves JR. I like the Taz starting the night and JR coming halfway. It's up for debate whether they have to show it on TV. For some reason, it really bothers you. It doesn't. It takes 2 seconds. It
doesn't have to be shown on TV every fucking week.
Doesn't bother me at all. Like, you know, if anything, it's a little more.
I think it's getting shorter and shorter every week.
Thank God.
They're gonna start doing it. They're gonna start doing it during the picture-in-picture and shit.
You know what? You know what?
Be the best.
I can guarantee you, it's gonna happen again next week.
Yeah. Probably, most probably. It's not a hard.
We all can't wait for it.
Yeah, I know the spoiler hasn't been here in a few weeks. It's not a big spoiler, that one. The people love it, man. Good old JR.
It wakes them up. I mean,
it wakes them up.
That's one thing. Like, they can start with his music. So we say, hey, we're welcoming good old JR, and then we're going to picture-in-picture. That's what they should do. Have him come out. And then don't let him go to his desk on air. Like,
cheap.
Go to picture-in-picture.
Well, what we got instead was the FTW title on the line with what's his face again? I already forgot his name already.
There was a nice promo package of him before. No,
Cole Karter.
Nice video package
against the future of professional wrestling.
The future of the WWE.
Ricky Starks.
I can't wait till this guy comes to WWE.
Ricky Starks. He comes out with Hobbs, gives Powerhouse Hobbs the props, tells him to wait in the back, I believe, right? He told him to wait in the back. So it was the spotlight was just on them. It's a classic saying, I want you to all attention on me type of a move there. I love the match. One note before I pass off to you, Alex, was Cole had a pretty sick cutter move that he did. It was on the shoulders. That's what it was. Who used to do that?
Mark Merrill. If I remember correctly.
That's it. That's where it's from. I used to love that move. That was a cool one. So yeah, good little athletic match here. Both guys are good wrestlers. You said Cole Karter, a pretty bland name. We don't really get to know him here that well, but we could see he could wrestle, I guess, is the motive.
Back to AEW Dark you go.
I guess, but if I'm gonna say, it was way too competitive. For God's sake, this guy just got here. Even though you found it cool, why did he do a TKO? Why did he do a 450 splash? The guy should have just done a drop kick. Honestly, this drop kick was good, but he got way too much offense. I know we were talking about this last week when we talked about the Wardlow and Orange Cassidy.
That one was way worse.
No,
but yeah,
but hear me out. Hear me out. Orange Cassidy is established with AEW. He's been there since day one, so it makes sense. This guy gets a lot of offense against someone like, even if it's someone like Wardlow. He's not like a nobody.
Wardlow is
this
the
guy's
polar
the fucking nobody.
opposite, though.
He just came back to AEW. He had like 4 matches on Dark. Like, what the hell?
Yes,
Ricky
but
Starks is like,
yes, yes,
there
but
2
these
years
two
in AEW.
guys,
Like, come on.
even looking at them, even the way that Ricky Starks is built, you could believe that it would be a competitive match. The way Orange Cassidy and Wardlow in both equally listen, they're building one guy as the next Goldberg, and they're building another guy who doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
He weasels way out of shit. It was too, like, they were too far apart on the scale to have that match, as opposed to Ricky Starks and Cole Karter. I feel are a little more closer on the scale that you could kind of believe it. You could kind of suspend the disbelief there, if that's the word for it, right? Suspend the belief, or whatever.
We could have had this match on AEW Dark. We would all have been happy.
Yeah,
whatever. Anytime like we got Starks on
10 minutes
TV,
shorter, 5 minutes shorter the match.
But I want to hear your thoughts on what happened after, and if you think if you know where it's going, the same way that I said last week there where it's going.
Yeah, you called it, so yeah.
Yeah. So who comes out after this match?
Very nice, very evil Danhausen.
Danhausen accepts the open challenge, but we all know what this is leading to.
What?
The writing is on the wall, ladies and gentlemen. What? Say it, Alex. Say it. Who's going to come out for that FTW title?
Hook is coming for the FTW title, yeah.
Oh,
and who said it here? God. Who said it here live on the Joe Fo in the Ring YouTube channel?
Oh, man.
And I cannot wait to see.
When you say 50 things, one of them is going to come true.
Ricky Starks.
Eventually.
Ricky Starks versus Hook. I can't wait to see that match.
Ricky Starks, I am never watching AEW again.
I don't think he's
again. You heard it here first now.
Yeah. I don't mind.
I am never watching it again. You'll never see me on the show ever again.
Well, that's you. I don't care who wins. I like it because I want to see that Taz's son, that whole storyline thing. Like, who's Taz gonna like? I want to see Taz back on the mic in the ring, like old Dynamite days when he was cutting a little more promos in character. I missed that a little bit, and so I can't wait to see that tie-in. And it's gonna be happening with whatever happens with Danhausen and Ricky Starks. I hope.
No.
I thought it was gonna happen tonight. I was pumped. I
want to make sure that, like, let's hope that the match against Danhausen is shorter than the match he just had with Cole Karter.
Oh yeah, yes.
For fuck's sake. And I like Danhausen. Don't get me wrong. Like, I know so probably only me and Claudio are gonna defend him on this podcast.
That's about it.
But like, keep it short.
It's gonna be short and
to the story. The match is secondary. I don't give a shit about the match. I care about, like, Hook coming out. You know. So let's just get to the point. Ricky Starks kill Danhausen, and then Hook come in, please.
If Hook, right now, this might be my way out of watching AEW Dynamites now. Hook, please come out. Please come out. Beat fucking Ricky Starks. I don't have to watch AEW anymore. Please.
I don't see.
So what? He's gonna take his first loss to Ricky Starks?
Yeah.
Well, then I'd be happy about that.
Taz is smart. He knows that Hook could take a loss in a big match right now, and this is a big match also for Ricky Starks to get a big win to push him now to that next step. You know what I mean? Like if Starks loses this match, it takes more off of what he has going.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas if Hook loses this match in a strong looking way,
you're making sense.
It doesn't matter. It kind of still advances his career. But as we all know, it's AEW, and we never know what the hell they're gonna do. And please, Lord, whatever, do not give Hook the Wardlow treatment here, and do not squander. But he's got Taz is there. Taz knows what he's doing, so we're fine. We get a quick promo here. Athena and now has Willow as her partner, because Chris Statlander is forced to sit out of the match because Layla Gray. What's the story with Layla Gray not being available? Do we know?
Flight or something? Who knows?
Who knows?
Probably the vid.
Went to Claudio's stand-up show and she didn't get out of there in time, or I don't know.
Probably. But
one of the two.
that is a missed opportunity. Whatever
Kyle
happened
told
there.
me to keep the Claudio jokes coming, so that's for you, that's for you, Kyle.
Anytime we get more Layla Gray out there, I'm a fan. But whatever, I'll wait.
The only thing like to take out of like that promo is just that I think it was Athena who mentioned, or maybe it was Willow who said that the TBS title would look good on Athena, and then the women's title would look good on Chris Statlander. So I thought we would have maybe Jade face both of them eventually, Athena and Statlander. But I guess Statlander's going to go against Thunder Rosa eventually.
I already see one of them already. I already see maybe Athena or Willow going to the Baddies. That's we already see that happening already.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Maybe, yeah,
that's going to happen. And screw and keep. Jade. I don't know.
Well, we'll talk about Jade at her match when we get there. But I was going to say
about Jade.
I would like to. I would think it would be cool if Serena Deeb would be the one to finally dethrone Thunder Rosa.
Serena Deeb's going to become the Ring of Honor Women's Champion.
Serena Deeb versus
Saturday.
Chris Statlander.
Which is, you know what? I'm actually excited for her, and I hope she does win. If there's going to be I'm sure there's going to be a lot of. I'm sure FTR is going to retain. Samoa Joe's going to lose, or you know what? I could see maybe Samoa Joe winning, keeping the title, but I could see Claudio winning the title there against Jonathan Gresham. Samoa Joe's going to retain. FTR retains. Claudio's going to become the new Ring of Honor World Champion. But honestly, and I think it should have happened. I think Serena Deeb should have beat Thunder Rosa, but I know it was a bit too quick to take the title away from Thunder Rosa. But if they don't give the title to Serena Deeb at Death Before Dishonor, there's a big problem backstage for the women's division, because Serena Deeb is on the top of her game, and by giving her a title, I think it puts her on that pedestal, and the likes of Britt Baker and the likes of Jade Cargill, because she's the champion, and Thunder Rosa as well. So I hope she does. I hope she does win.
That's the truth.
I'm a big Serena Deeb fan.
For once, you're making sense there, Frank. Once in a while,
we all agree.
Once in a while,
Wow. We'll just end the show right now, because the next segment.
That's all, folks.
The next segment. Get ready, my friend. Go, continue.
It was FTR next.
No.
FTR's promo next.
Oh, no, okay. I thought you were going to talk about the Jade Cargill match.
It's coming up, I think, after that. Yeah, okay. So next week, I was bouncing in and out of the room here. What would happen? Dax, his kid had to have open heart surgery or something, was what Dax was saying? Some shit like that.
No, it was something like his 5-year-old daughter had a hole in her heart, and they gave her the option. Either you fight, like the way he said, either you fight the hardest you've ever fought in your life, have it heal on its own, or you have open heart surgery, which is extremely risky for a 5-year-old daughter.
I know they're good friends with Bret Hart, but that felt like a fucking I got goosebumps when he was talking, man. Like
they're good at that when they bring like the family thing into it,
man, like Bret Hart style, like making you feel.
It's hard to do a face promo and get a reaction like that.
That's the thing, right? That only the best wrestlers in the world can do that and they want to make you believe. And you know what? There is a little bit of a story with the Briscoes. They had their match before, they retained, but it's just going into this match, I feel like there's not a big story because you don't see them on TV together, but at least FTR with this little story kept the feeling going, and you know what? If you like them or not, FTR, you are rooting for FTR to beat the Briscoes, man. Like it's just FTR just makes you feel something, and that's what I love about FTR, and that's what I love about professional wrestling, is that wrestlers make you feel that, and FTR every single time they have that mic in their hands, they always make you feel something, man. Unbelievable, man.
Feel. You gotta
that's
feel.
what you want, man.
I totally agree, and especially someone like Dax Harwood. How could you not root for a man who loves his family and professional wrestling? For God's sake, like he's the ultimate babyface.
It's reminding him of the old days of Bret Hart.
This now.
It's so funny. Man. I'm happy you said Bret Hart, because when I wrote down here
right now, just thinking about
I wrote down
it's
that
amazing.
Speaking of Bret Hart, Jade Cargill somehow Bret Hartified that bitch here tonight, because she is that bitch. Always been that bitch, and always will be that bitch. Yeah. She said to us on her way down the ring here in her hometown, Atlanta, and looking like a star coming out. She grabbed the microphone. She's getting more comfortable. You could tell she was pumped to do
one
a
line
promo
that she
like
memorized
that.
in the back when she came out.
Well, she's like, oh, I got someone Bret Hartified that bitch for her, and now she has a new slogan. She was able to pump out
every week. She
for
has
the first time.
She has one line.
No, she expanded on her old line. She's no longer just that bitch. She's always been that bitch. She is that bitch, and she always
Less
will
talking,
be
Jade.
that bitch.
You look more of a beast when you don't talk.
It's like,
That's
why
it.
do you have a manager?
That's what I'm saying. You're bringing in a manager. You're
it.
bringing in baddies. You're bringing in skeets. You're bringing in scats.
She's practicing
You know what I
all
mean?
of her skills. We're watching her learn
No, you don't
on
have
the
to, you
fly.
don't have to practice now. It's enough. You
Tony's
already
put a lot
embarrassed yourself
into-
already every time you open your mouth.
Tony's put a lot into her. I see why.
Well, yeah, bringing in
She
Jermaine
wants
Dupri
to.
out.
She wants to learn. She wants to. I appreciate the fact that she's fucking trying and trying new things every week.
Good for her.
You can't hate someone that tries new things every week.
Don't put them on
and
TV.
you see them.
You put it on. You put
Okay,
her on
but-
TV too fast.
But it's not her fault. They're saying, "I want you on TV." Which is saying, "No, you know what, I'm not ready."
Yeah.
No, I want you on TV. I think I think you're
besides
worth
the fucking
investing in. They're
promo,
investing in
that
her,
great
and
promo
she's
that she
growing
did.
as she goes.
That great promo that she did. Did she sell at least one shot? She didn't sell anything. Got hit once, got up. Got hit another time, got up.
She's a beast. That's why.
Ah, please.
She's a
Ah,
beast.
well,
and
I
she's
mean,
acting like a
Ah,
beast.
please,
She
man.
has to be.
You know what
a
happened
beast.
to Bray? You know what happened to the Bray
And
Wyatt?
she did
defeat?
sell. She did sell
they
to.
built
She
him
did
up
sell to Athena.
so much
She sold to
that
Athena. By the way.
everyone they have to put him against had to lose every fucking time. Look like a fucking complete idiot.
Bray
every
Wyatt.
time.
Do not compare
They're
Jade
gonna do
Cargill
the
to
same
Bray
thing
Wyatt.
to fucking.
Jade Cargill looks like a fucking action
since
figure.
Since you mentioned Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, you know how he lost his title, right? We're gonna praise that against Goldberg. But
Well, then,
anyways,
there you go. Fuck.
Yeah, he
Garbage.
did. He got up for the worst jackhammer ever. Couldn't get his body up. Couldn't fucking get up there. Yeah, it was.
Still
Okay, but
needs-
Goldberg,
she
Goldberg
needs-
destroyed,
still
he
needs to be
destroyed the
polished.
Fiend in one. Anyways,
Yeah.
but
It's your boy.
I
man.
will say, just to praise Jade Cargill tonight, I think that
Really?
the exchange that I will say, her
Say-
and Athena,
yeah.
it looked promising. Their exchange
Yeah.
that they had, the little reversals of moves and
Yeah.
counters, and I can't remember what happened, but mind you, it was pretty good, and I think that they will
Yeah.
have a decent match eventually.
I
when it
think
does
that's
happen.
why they put it. They probably said,
is a bit
"Listen, we
promising."
need you
Yeah.
to, work with Jade. You're a veteran. You have a lot of experience. We think you guys put together a good match. And
it'd be
it's
fun.
that's exactly what I was saying.
You can't
they
protect
worked
somebody.
really well.
You can't protect somebody forever. These tag team matches, these 6-man, 6-woman tags, these one-on-one matches are gonna come.
I'm gonna tell you
And
right
then
now.
That's where everyone gets exposed, my
For
friend.
sure.
Quote
That's
me
what
right
happens.
now.
And I hope to God that when it does happen, it works out. It's a good match because Jade Cargill, done perfectly, will be a fucking savage for years to come.
Jade
But
Cargill.
if they fuck it up by doing stupidity like this, I don't know, man. That was probably one of the worst women's matches I've seen in a while.
no,
Yes, man.
get out of here.
Yes.
That's no.
Yes, yes.
Jade Cargill.
Yes.
I will say will be in the wrestling business as long as she wants to be in the wrestling business, because she has everything that's needed, and she's expanding on all of those skill sets in front of us in real time, and the future is hers. Whatever she wants, but she's definitely gonna get picked up into movies and shit down the line for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
She can't even fucking memorize a fucking
She's
line
on the
AEW
way. She's
Dynamite.
learning,
She's
man.
gonna memorize a
Give her
script.
4 years. Give her 3 years. Give her 5 years, man.
You're putting
gonna
too
see-
much emphasis on Jade Cargill here.
Yo, baddies.
We need
Real
someone's
recognize
gonna-
real.
Someone has to expose.
Cut that shit,
expose
Frank.
her, man.
Cut that
Seriously,
shit,
man.
There you
Frank.
go.
It's
Cut that
embarrassing,
shit.
man. It's embarrassing,
Cut
man.
that shit.
I don't know what's worse now, her promos or her wrestling. Fuck.
Listen, let's
bad.
let's
It's
let's
bad.
get out.
It's
Let's
so
get
bad.
out of this
Oof.
this.
Bad.
Let's get away from greatness. That
bad
is
as you're
Jade
producing here,
Cargill. Let's get into the thunderstorm here,
Oh,
as
yeah.
we get a quick thunderstorm in the back.
Quick thunderstorm.
Tony Schiavone gets quick sentence. No, he stands there with Thunder Rosa and Tony Storm. It says, before I let you guys talk, I'm just gonna plug that we have Fight for the Fallen next week for I don't know, Wildlife Water Marine Life Foundation or
Marine.
something.
Yeah.
Then he gives it to her. I don't even know what Thunder Rosa said. She gets immediately cut off by Britt Baker, who says that
Well-
this week. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. No, I was just gonna say Thunder Rosa mentioned, or maybe Tony Schiavone said that next week she's wrestling Miyu Yamashita.
Yeah,
from
that's it.
Tokyo
She's the
Joshi
number
Pro
one
for the-
contender for the AEW World Title.
She beat Thunder Rosa
Yeah.
on Tokyo Joshi Pro event that they showed on AEW Dark last week. So she
Really?
pinned Thunder Rosa.
What do they call those matches? Title eliminator match or whatever?
Contender? You're right. Championship contender? No, something like that. I
something
forgot what they call it.
eliminator.
Eliminator. Maybe you're right. Championship eliminator. I think you're right.
Whereas if you beat the
Something like
champion out of nowhere, you get a title shot. And she won.
That happened on Dark.
Yeah, but because it was like an event in Japan. That's why
it was in Japan. Like they aired it on Dark. It was a very good match.
They did show it. They did show it last week. They showed it
last week. Yeah, they showed a 30-second
they showed
highlight.
And there was a
they should have showed it again.
There was another match that they had to show clips of that same event too.
Yeah, Pac and Shota Umino from UK Rev Pro. That was the All Atlantic.
They showed packages last week. Last week we saw saw a couple. We praised them. Yeah. Saw a couple nice packages last week, bro.
We clapped.
Yeah, saw a couple nice packages.
But it's gonna be a great match. Just to say, next week, because they call her the ace of Tokyo Joshi Pro, and she's really good. Like, but it's true though. Like,
okay,
you want to see?
I'll watch a match and I'll give you my opinion. I'm laughing because it's just weird that I've never. Maybe I did hear about her, but I just didn't understand her name. I don't know, but it's weird that all of a sudden you have so many other fucking women back there. Let's get one from New Japan because they have to keep patting New Japan on the back because they fucked up on the
Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's not New Japan though, but I know what you mean. But it's not.
What is it? What's the federation?
Tokyo Joshi Pro. It's DDT and Tokyo Joshi Pro are together.
Is it DDT? Okay, DDT I know.
Yeah, DDT owns it. Yeah.
Okay. So
it's the same parent company.
I'll dive into that and see what's going on. No, I'm telling you because at least. Like I said, okay, if there was video packages last week, I didn't watch last week. I unfortunately didn't watch it. I had some family obligations, but just to say that, I would have loved to have seen a package this week. If there was one last week, then I guess I was wrong. But fuck, I would have loved to see one. At least something to show that they wrestled again. Because maybe, like I said, not everybody watches every week, So just to say, I don't know, just to give me a little heads up. It doesn't have to be for me, but
maybe. Send your resume there as a package editor, Frank. I think you should be
I'll
Tony.
With yours,
you need a package editor. I'll be chilling in the body section, no problem. No problem.
Chill there.
No problem. First, it's a Nightmare Factory with Profit.
Yeah.
Then it's find my way to the body section. Some are gonna need someone to roll a joint for them. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our main event. What we've all been waiting for. Get your shark cages out. Get your fucking barbed wire out. Because it's barbed wire everything. Jericho Appreciation Society are locked in the shark cage. High above ringside.
Locked in.
They cannot. Locked so well that the key that they had didn't even work.
They probably used the same key that the same key Paul Heyman was trying to use to get Roman Reigns out there at the cage there. Remember
remnants of Alex. Back me up on this one. Alex, what was it? What WCW pay-per-view was it when they had someone that had to get out of the cage and they couldn't get out of the cage, so they just broke it? Old school. It was like Macho. I think it was the one where it was like Macho
probably
Man.
A garbage match, whatever it was.
No. Remember those? Remember that one where it was like Macho Man and Hogan on that triple decker steel cage thing? And they had to work their way out of it or something.
You're just imagining.
No, it was those early 90s.
The ready to rumble match. It was that triple cage match. Holy shit, that was terrible.
They did that one. Stop
reminding me of 2000 90s.
No, there's out of my mind. There's a 90s pay-per-view match. I think it was like Ric Flair was in it. There was. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna have to find it after.
Maybe something with Vader could have been.
Yeah, it was something back in the early '90s pay-per-view. There was something where someone was locked in a cage at ringside and they had to get out, and it was so shitty. They made the cage anyways. They just broke it off the hinges anyway.
Well, they technically didn't break it. They just went right through the cage.
Tonight they squeezed right through the thing. So
that's bad.
Let's just back it up here for a second. Match started. It was pretty much what we all thought, right?
Did you see Chris Jericho blade at the beginning of the match?
Like 2 seconds in.
Did you see him blade? Like, what's going on with it? Like, nobody's going like cut off Jericho, just put it on Eddie Kingston, so nobody gets to see that. Like, you're not supposed to see that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see it.
That happens all the time.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to see it.
Every company, yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Like, he got hit. It should have cut off. When it goes back on him, he's bleeding, right? We saw him fucking blade. Like, I not to take anything away from Chris Jericho, it's not his fault. But
Hey, anything can happen, man. When
come
you're live.
on, man, push the button, cut. I don't know, man. They have all kinds of cameras there.
I know how they
need you
feel,
to
man.
produce.
I know how they feel in the back, man. Guys, I feel your
feel in the
pain.
back.
Production crew, you don't get enough love, man. It's a hard
Fuck,
job.
man. Maybe you were
Sometimes-
working for them and you didn't fucking push the button.
I think that has to be. I don't know if they're gonna like it, but I think that has to be communicated to like the production. That by the way, so and so is gonna blade during this spot, so they know.
It was the
but I don't think
first
they want
fucking
that.
shot right to
I
him.
know.
And that's
I know.
like the opening, like let's get everyone excited. So why you're not telling the guy
Seriously.
cut off the camera to put it on any, like you're
You
not
should have,
telling
yeah.
like I don't get it. Like that was I hate knowing these things and seeing these things because I'm very observant, but I would like fuck, man. That takes everything away. Like I get pissed off. And when I got pissed off just watching the match because of that.
You got pissed off for a lot of things.
Professionalism, man. Like, I
Not
don't know,
just
man.
that.
What is this, fucking IWS here? Like, fuck, man.
Barbed wire everywhere. Any highlights or lowlights aside from the blade job that stuck out to you guys?
Why was Aubrey Edwards in there?
It's Aubrey Edwards, man. She's got to be there.
Well, someone has to count the fall, or count
Or
the
give people
submission.
copyright claims and...
We got a heel turn here in this match as
Of course we did.
Ty Conti comes out, beats up Ruby Soho for the key. Anna Jay comes out, trying to stop her, and then boom, Anna Jay hits Ruby Soho. And so is she?
I didn't even remember they were friends, tell you the truth.
That's
it's
an
been
early.
a while. I know.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's an early AEW friendship.
Not to say we needed a video package for that, but just to say it was kind of weird that maybe they could have had them in the back, maybe telling each other off.
They did last week.
They did last
They
week?
did last
Yeah.
week.
Okay,
though.
so there
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
Fuck, you missed 1 week of fucking Dynamite. Everything crumbles over here.
The storylines have been advancing the last few weeks. It's one thing I do
surely have.
enjoy. Think of all the storylines that have advanced, like the Guns, the Gun Club,
Such great ones.
Christian,
Rap battle and-
Luchasaurus, the rap
Yes,
battle, the
Well, at least
Baddies.
they're not having pose-offs like fucking Theory and fucking Lashley there.
There you go. I was just screaming
Yeah,
about
but that's
that.
WWE. You
get
know you're
nervous.
getting. You
You get
know you're
nervous.
getting that. Like the maximum male models. You know you're getting stupidity like that.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean? You know you're getting stupidity like that. So I'm not gonna criticize because we know that's what they do. It's not like they're doing it. Man, it's just
I
AEW.
can't wait
If you're gonna be different, just be different, man. That's it. That's all. That's all I'm saying. My opinion.
Just
in the
gonna
end.
say that, like me and my
Hey,
couple
Taz.
of buddies we're going to the SmackDown is coming to Montreal, the Bell Center, and man, like when we bought the tickets, SmackDown was a decent show. It just went downhill since
It
then.
did. It did.
So I don't know what the hell we're gonna get.
Oh, when's
did.
it coming?
August.
August something.
You know what,
Third
man?
week of August.
I actually I worked at a restaurant, a random shift last week across the street of it.
19th?
And I was like, you know what, man? I'm down for a nice Bell Center event. I like to see a nice wrestling event again.
Well, last one you went to was with us, you, me, and Armando.
And then there was one, I think we were on the boat where I went.
Yeah, and then the year after you went to the one we went. Me, you, and Armando went to Monday Night Raw, and then me and Trax went to SmackDown the night after. You didn't come to
Yeah.
SmackDown. Then I think a couple weeks later, there was a Monday Night Raw. It was the draft. It was they just did the draft.
Yeah, Shane McMahon.
Shane McMahon was there and everything.
Yeah.
Stephanie McMahon. You guys were there with
Here comes the
Adriano.
money.
And,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
There's some.
Yeah, that was a great night.
Great night
So
of,
August,
punching people in the face
August,
and-
19th.
August SmackDown. I'm down. I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll get Jeremy Prophet
Uh,
on TV. WWE. Oh, no, he's gonna be in a Nightmare Factory.
Get him a
Probably
dark
not-
match.
not-
Maybe
not by then. You know what? You might. You know what? Because every time they come to Canada, they always roll call Canadian wrestlers. So you might see some people you know on the Indies there. Hopefully they do call Jeremy because I know that one time they did call Jeremy years ago. I think it was in 2010 or 11 when he was on SmackDown. He faced Kurt Hawkins and Lance Archer. So and he was tagged with I forget his name. The guy.
I'm telling
They
you what.
called him Millie Vanilli and
WWE
Ryan Seacrest.
If WWE gets Jeremy Prophet on the show here in
Nice.
Montreal for
Dark match.
SmackDown, I'm buying front row tickets, even if they have
No,
the
you're
fucking overpriced scalpers.
No, you're
We're fucking showing up, showing out. And Jeremy Prophet is getting his fucking fans
It's not
out there.
bad. We could-
Because when you put Jeremy Prophet on the marquee, you know you're selling tickets, and that's for damn sure, because
Well,
he's bringing the fucking show.
Jeremy Prophet wasn't on the marquee this week, but Eddie Kingston was.
Yeah, so back to this match.
segue you just did there?
Okay, I'm just gonna say it was a clusterfuck of a match. I didn't enjoy it. I think I might be. I don't know if I'm in the minority. People online probably gonna love this match. It's not my style. Like,
no.
It's a brawl. I know. Like, it's.
Oh, it might get 5 stars.
Wrestling.
Might be a 5-star match, guys.
Honestly, it's probably gonna get 4.5 stars.
It'll probably get 4.5
on 10. 4.5 on 10. For everyone out there on the internet,
5.
realize Dave Meltzer's fucking ratings are on 10. That's the only thing he doesn't tell you.
What's your name again?
His matches are on 10.
What's
when he
your
says
name
it's a 5-star match, it's on 10. That's why he started busting out 6s and 7s here and there lately. Because it's on 10. That's why. What's Owen Hart and Bret Hart WrestleMania 10 if you've given all these other matches 5 and 7 stars?
I mean,
It's a 10. Owen Hart, Bret Hart, WrestleMania 10 is a 10 on 10. It's not a 5. If you're going to put any of these other guys in a 5-star match, Owen Hart, Bret Hart, WrestleMania 10 is a 10-star match. And that's the bottom line. And no, that's the truth. Because that's what we do here. Joe Fo in the ring.
Well, I don't.
And that's all I got to say
about
about
that. There was crazy miscommunication, like towards the end of the match. Like,
big time.
Well, the key.
when Sammy Guevara came out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, exactly. You're right.
Started with the key.
Right, but
Poor Daddy
the
Mac
key,
Magic there. I think he's the only one who couldn't fit through. He's a little too thick in the chest there. They all squeezed through. I think he was the only one who couldn't get through it. I don't know if he made it.
Like Garcia went through it so fast. It was hilarious. Like, holy shit. Like,
I think Garcia could have gone out, springboarded, and hung on and just like fell. I don't know. He probably could have did something there, but I don't know, man. It just seemed like the shark cage was useless.
Well, they were above the ring.
Well,
like they couldn't interfere all match.
Ring, yeah. Like, I don't know about you, but I'm not gonna jump out of a cage if I'm like hoisted up, right?
You're gonna
So
try,
they have to wait till.
You're gonna try.
I guess you jump on the fans, right? Jump on the crowd. The crowd.
Sammy Guevara could have brought a chair there or something, or I don't know. You could have caught one of them, or I don't know. Or the fans could have put chairs on top of each other to help them out. You know what I mean? Here, guys. No one helped them out.
Give them ideas.
I'll give them ideas.
Next year,
chairs everywhere match. A chairs everywhere match. Well, there already are chairs everywhere in the arena, so. But yeah, you could just do that. It's an easy one. Chairs everywhere match.
It was a good little tribute there. Eddie Kingston did a little tribute to Terry Funk by taping his arms.
Yeah.
That's what they supposedly Terry Funk used to do that in barbed wire matches. I'm sure Mick Foley was smiling watching this match as well. To me,
Terry Funk,
to me, I don't know. The spots were a little bit too much.
Too much blood and guts.
Too much.
Now.
Like
too
it
much.
was already set up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Too
like
much. It's too much.
When you saw that little thing in the front there of the ramp, you knew somebody was going through it. You knew somebody was going to go through the one on the corner. You know, like I don't know, man. It's I don't know, man. Now it's like I've been saying, they're just laughing at us now. It's just.
They're doing to this hardcore stuff with the Young Bucks and Adam Cole due to the super kick. They're just doing so much that you're desensitized to it.
And then in the end, when I don't know what happened there, that maybe Jericho and Sammy Guevara wanted to kiss before getting a punch in the face there in the end. But then I don't know, man. It's just weird, man.
They sex gods.
And why did Jericho win? I don't understand. I thought this was over.
It was the
for fuck's sake. Like, end this shit.
Of course, Jericho's gonna win.
It was the Painmaker that won.
He should not have won. He should have lost Jericho.
All the Painmakers
or even better, this match should have never happened. It should have ended at blood and guts. This feud. This match should have never.
A lot of things should happen in AEW, but hey,
see where it
every
goes.
week we get to see some new things happening every week. But honestly, Chris Jericho winning maybe not the best thing to happen. I think Eddie Kingston should have went over just by looking at Eddie Kingston's face at the end, told the story. So is it over? No. But I think Jericho is going on tour soon, so I don't think you're going to be seeing a lot of him. But I don't know.
We will find out.
I don't know.
Next week on AEW Dynamite and right here on Joe Thundering YouTube
just, you know
channel.
what? Quick. I'll give my predictions for this Saturday's Death Before Dishonor. Claudio's winning the title. Samoa Joe's retaining. FTR's retaining. And you know what? I'm going to even say this. Daniel Garcia will be your new pure champion, and Serena Deeb will be your new women's champion. There you go. There's my predictions right there.
There you go. I agree.
Yeah,
me too. I was going to say those are literally all the ones I had.
I can't see. You know what? I will be very surprised if Claudio doesn't win.
Actually, that's the one I disagree with. I think Claudio's going to
Maybe,
take the loss.
You think so?
He wants to get more fan fare behind him, more people feeling sorry for him.
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Because then that opens up so many matches after Claudio versus Daniel Bryan. Claudio. Oh my God! The list goes on. The list goes on and on and on. Because I know there's going to be some kind of defection in the Blackpool Combat Club sooner or later. All these factions. Nobody deters. Nobody like bands away. Everyone always stays in this faction. The factions have to break up sooner or later. And I think the Blackpool Combat Club will be the first one. And we'll get to see matches like Claudio versus Daniel Bryan versus John Moxley. You know, so the interim AEW champion. But we'll talk about that a little bit more next week. But thanks everybody for tuning in. My name is Frank Jofo. Up top, the deluxe package, Alex Delete. This Salam over here, Selecta. Boo! Thank you for tuning in, everybody. And remember, wrestling is life.